Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here and today is just going to be a super chill video. I'm getting ready for my day and I thought it would be fun if you got ready with me. I'm planning on doing a really low-key makeup look. I'm not going to wear any foundation or anything like that. Maybe a little powder foundation on top, but you know, no liquid foundation, no contouring. This is just kind of an everyday makeup for me and I wanted to share it with you. So let's get started. First of all, Mama needs a little glowy primer. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I love the way this makes my skin look. In the winter time, my dry skin is just so dull and like lifeless looking, and I love this primer to kind of perk up my complexion. And it smells really good too. I can't put my finger on what it smells like. It's probably something super obvious, but I'm gonna put this all over my face, and then I am gonna use a little bit of pore filling primer just on some areas where I have some more texture. Of course my phone's buzzing now. Great. I'm gonna use a little bit of Benefit Porefessional just around my nose, the tops of my cheeks, the middle of my chin, and the middle of my forehead where I feel like I have bigger pores. And I feel like this primer makes a huge difference. Whether I'm wearing foundation or not, I really like to use this just to even out the texture of my skin. Even if I'm just gonna put on some powder, I feel like this really helps. I would turn off my phone, but my son's at daycare, so I don't want them to like call me telling me that he's sick. So sorry if my phone keeps buzzing, but I gotta leave it on. You feel me, parents. So now that I'm primed up, I'm gonna put on some concealer. I'm using my MAC Mineralized Concealer. I really like to use this on light makeup days because it is kind of a medium coverage and it has a very moisturizing feeling to it. So it doesn't look too heavy and too like stark on the skin with no foundation or anything to help even it out. And I use the shade NC15, so it is like a brightening shade for me. I'm putting some like highlight points around my face just to make this look a little more natural instead of just highlighting under my eyes. I think this will help make the concealer look a little more natural on my face. And I wouldn't normally do this, but I do have some like little spots popping up here. So I'm gonna take my Urban Decay Naked Concealer and I'm going to just pop that over those little spots here. This one's a little bit closer to my actual skin tone. Now that my concealer's on, I'm just gonna use a damp beauty blender. Forgive me, this one's dirty. I did use it the day before yesterday, and true to life, I don't clean my beauty blender every day. So that concealer, it doesn't completely cover everything. I mean, you can still like kind of see this vein under my eye. You can still kind of see these little blemishes, and that's okay. It's generally just a little more evening out. I'm not trying to look full beat perfection. If I was doing that, I would put foundation on. But I really like having a little bit of concealer on. I think it just helps brighten my face up and even things out a little bit. So we're not going for perfection, people. Just trying to spruce it up a little bit. I'm just gonna set my concealer now with my brightening vanilla powder from Besame. I really like this stuff. I just think it looks so natural and it smells good, so it makes me happy when I use it. Thing about a look like this is I'm not being super precise. I'm just kind of slapping some products on. I'm just doing what makes me feel good and me feel happy. So if any of these steps are too much or not enough, you know, you can always adjust. It's just makeup. It's just for fun, right? Now that being said, I've got to highlight because highlighting makes my heart happy. I'm using my Benefit What's Up highlighter, and the way I like to use this is just rub a little bit on my hand, on the back of my hand, and then I'm using my Morphe E20. This is a super dense brush, and I just wipe it into the product, and then I dab it just on top of my cheekbones. I really like the effect this application gives. It just looks glowy and kind of natural, but still kind of like, you know, you got a highlight on, which is what I'm going for. Now I am going to use the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Powder. I really like the finish that this gives. I use kind of a fluffy big fat brush and I just kind of swirl it all over my face to even everything out. This isn't too heavy, it doesn't have a whole lot of coverage, but it does give a nice even finish to the skin, and I'm always happy with the way that this looks. I really don't want to like bronze and contour. I'm just gonna put on some blush. I do have that highlight on underneath, so I think I'm gonna have a nice effect from that, but I'm not gonna take the time to bronze and contour just because I really don't feel like it. But I am probably gonna layer 2 blushes. This has been my like go-to blush combo recently. First is the Benefit Dandelion Powder Blush. I love this stuff. This is just such like a natural, nice natural flush for my skin tone. So if you're really fair, you should try this blush because it's such an easy one to just like slap on for a light, natural makeup look. And I can't resist, I'm gonna go in with my Papa Don't Peach blush from Too Faced and layer a little bit on top. I really like this combo. I like how this has a little bit of glow to it. So I'm just gonna dust a little bit of that on top just cause it's fun. I like it. I think it has a pretty glowy effect. And that's really all I'm gonna do for my face. I'll put a little bit of eyeshadow on. I'll touch up my brows just a little bit, and you know, it's a super easy look. It's casual. I like it. This is me. This is the makeup I do on a daily basis. So I'm gonna hit my face with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, and then I'll be right back. I am gonna touch up my brows just a little bit using my Goof Proof pencil from Benefit, and then I'll go back over with a little bit of brow gel. Personally, I think that this step is kind of boring to watch, so I won't make you watch too much of it. I'm just gonna speed through this, but I'm just really quickly touching up my brows. Nothing crazy. My lighting keeps shifting on me. Ah! Just using a little Give Me Brow on top. Keep everything in place. I'm gonna do a really light, quick, not fancy at all eye look using my favorite neutral shades in my Baby Z palette, my little Sephora Z palette. This is my absolute go-to. If I'm just trying to like throw on some makeup really quickly, this palette is always what I grab for. It has everything I need. I'm using one of my all-time favorite MAC shadows. It's called Kid. It's been discontinued, which makes me really sad. When I heard they were discontinuing it, I had no joke. I bought like 5 backups. My friend even went to a MAC store in another city and was like, they have that eyeshadow you're so upset about. Do you want me to get one for you? And she sent me 2. So I still get to use Kid for the rest of my life, hopefully. I love this shadow. It's just like the perfect neutral transition shade for me. Why do they always discontinue the shades that we love? Why you gotta do that? I'm just gonna put a little bit of this like darker brown matte shadow on the outer corner. I'm not being precise at all. This is just to get me out the door. I would rather spend time putting on a couple of eyeshadows than putting on like bronzer and contour. I know some people are just like, I'll slap on one shade all over my lid and be good to go. And you know what? I bet you look amazing when you do that. But eyeshadow is really something that I have a lot of fun with, and I just like to, you know, go the extra mile a little bit with it. You know what I mean? Now, what color should I use for my lid color? I really like to go for this one, which is Naked Lunch from MAC, just for like an easy all over lid color. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just going to put that all over my lid. That'll do. I'm gonna go back with a little bit more Kid and just kind of like blend everything together into the crease. Can you hear my dog making so much noise, like running around the house in the background? I'm gonna take a little bit of Kid on the lower lash line, just to kind of tie it all together. And no matter how low maintenance I'm being, I have to do an inner corner highlight. It's my favorite thing ever, and I'm using my favorite shadow for that. It's Kitten from Stila. I do not know what I would do without this eyeshadow. If you want to know how much I use this shadow, let me just tell you, I only use this for my inner corner highlight, and look how much pan is on that right there. That's how much I use that eyeshadow. Because you know, you only need the tiniest bit for your inner corners, but I just use it so consistently. Oh no, my lighting's going again. Ah! I'm gonna use a little Lights Camera Lashes mascara. Now I'm just gonna put on some easy lipstick. This is Park Avenue Princess from Tarte. I just got this, look at it. It's brand new. I love the way a brand new lipstick looks. Now we're gonna ruin it. I'm feeling like I need a little bit of gloss, so this is Chelsea Girls from NARS. It's one of my favorite glosses. So that's it for this kind of chatty, casual get ready with me. I hope you guys had as much fun hanging out with me as I did with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.